2-meter cord. So here we have 60 cords, including the main cord and the last cord I added like a hole. Now we have completed as round, like the shape of the bag or the heart. Okay, and now I am going to use this D-ring and add at the point where I made this ending point. So I'm just going to take 6 cords from there and start adding the cords. So I'm simply going to just put through. I'm not making any knots. Okay, just like that. I can do more than that. Maybe I think 6 should be fine. Okay, after leaving this around here, I'm going to take this cord, which is a braided cord, multicolored, and actually not braided, twisted cord. Okay, now I'm going to take the end and leave this much, this around 5 inches, and now I am holding here and tying a double hitch knot like this. And then I will start making double hitch knot with this pattern. Kept doing this double hitch knot with this, and now you can see the end of the starting and end of the ending is here. And now bring it to the back and tie these two together as a double hitch knot. And then I'll be cutting these cords at the end. Now we have this front part done. You can see here, and it's equal because we have equal amount of cords. So 4 cords here, 4 cords here, and the 60 cords on this side and 60 cords on this side. Okay, now if I show you to add this, looks like this. Okay, and now I'm going to start making the pattern, and I'm going to make a very easy pattern. Okay, now here we have 4 and 4, okay, and 2 in the middle. So I'm taking 4 middle cord instead of 4 and 4, making a square knot. So the first line of square knot I'm going to make it loose, and then 2 more, 2 from the knot and 2 from the knot, like this. Keep it loose, don't make it so tight. There we go. And do the same this side. And 2 more. Once we're done this much, leave these cords here, and then how many cords we have used? 2, 4, 2, 4, okay, and the 8. So we've used 8 cords. I'm going to take next 8 cords, 4 and 8. I'm going to create the same pattern here, and then another pattern like this. Okay, so here you can see I have completed the patterns, and I have done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and here I will be making one more pattern, and here I have joined this pattern. So I'll show how I will do this part, this side, but before that I'm going to continue and show you what I'm going to do for after this pattern. Okay, so there are 2 patterns, and we can see the joins. So I'm going to take 2 cords from both sides and join these pattern. There we go, and this is how it looks, and I'll do exactly the same on each joining point. Okay, so this is how it looks. Now we're going to do next. So for the next, I'm going to show you from the middle one. Okay, take 2 from each joining side and 2 from the top one, and make a knot. As you can see, this whole pattern is made out of a square knot, so we're doing just a square knot. we're done. And then do another square knot, taking next 2 cords and 2 cords from the knot. Okay, now you can see we have done the pattern, half pattern, and I'm going to do exactly the same on the other half, and then we will join it together. Okay, so here you can see two cords knots I have made, and now I'm going to join those 2 sides, taking 2 cords from each last knot. There we go. And here again I'm doing the same thing, 2 cords from here, 2 from here, to continue this pattern. These 2 cord knots, when we complete the other side, we will complete the rest pattern. There we go. Okay, so here we've done 2, and I'm going to do exactly the same here. So take the 2 cords from the middle, is done, I am going to create the next pattern. So we basically want the same pattern until here, so I'm going to keep doing it, this one, and then there will be this one, and then we will move on to the next. Okay. So make sure when you're picking the cords, it can be confusing, but find the middle knot and then start doing it. do this side as well. That middle one will be complete because both sides of the middle one are complete, so we will be completing this part. Show you by completing this, and I'll do exactly the same on the other side. Basically, do not pull, keep a gap, and then do the same, keep the same gap. Then add these two together, and then simply keep creating this whole part. There we go, and do this and similarly on the other side, and I can just show you the other side that I did the same. Okay, so here you can see I have completed this pattern. So on the pattern, we started from the top knot of the diamond. So here is one diamond pattern, which is one line, and then second line, third line, and then fourth line, and then fifth line. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the end of the 5, you can see I have made 3 lines of square knots. I'm going to show you how I did it. So here we have all the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 patterns. Now I'm going to show you how I did this square knot. So take the bottom cord, separate into 2. Here I'm taking 2 from the knot and 2 from the next line, like this. Okay, and exactly the same on this side. Okay, now I am doing the same here. Okay, and now we have 4 cords in the middle left, so we're going to just tie these 4 cords next to these square knots. So keep it exactly in the same height. So here you can see it's done, and the same here. And now we will make the second line. For the second line, I am simply just taking alternate cords of these knots and making it. There we go. Okay, now so I'll continue doing the same on the sides, because I've already done on the other side. Now I'm just going to show you how I will do the third line. So this is the last cord on just here for the second line. Okay, now I am going to do the third line now. For the third line, what I'm doing, I'm just tightening up the knot. So like here, this will be the last knot, and I'm going to just tighten up a little bit. Okay, so this is how it's going to look with the 3 lines, 1, 2, 3, and continue doing it. taking two cords from each side from both square knots. So here I'm just creating that side, and now I have 13 cords in the middle, this side as well as this side. Now I'm going to keep the bag upside down to create the bottom. Here I've gotten the bag upside down. Now we have, what I'm going to do is take this knot like this, these two side cords, and add two cords from here to this side, create a square knot on top of these four to make bottom of the bag. Okay, so this is how we're going to do. This is the first one, and we're going to make sure that there is no gap, not like much gap, so that there we go. Okay, going to bring these on this side. Here we go. These two on this side. Then take next two cords. Start making next square knot. So once we have two square knots, try to make sure that the cords are flat so that the space or the bottom looks flat. These two. So we have made two square knots until now, and I'm going to take next two cords to create another one. So I am going to create at least 7 knots from this side, and I'm going to do exactly the same on the other side, taking 4 cords of this knot which we have made on the other side as well, and leave these two on the side. We will deal with them at the end. Okay, so here I made 10 knots on both sides. What I'm going to do is take middle 4 cords from both sides, cross them over like this, and then create the rest of the knots. So here you can see we have 3 square knots, so we're going to create 6 basically in the middle of it. Okay, so yeah, let's start making the first one. Make sure these knots stays. Okay, the cord stays as it is. You just have to be a little careful because then you have to bring the cords under the bridge which we have just created out of this. Yeah, make sure these are out, all of them, because we have to pull them at the end. And You can see we have a very little space, and we are going to make the last knot. Okay, and then we will be pulling the middle cords. Make sure all cords are out like this. Okay, and there we go. Okay, now I'm going to cut these ends. Okay, so here you can see as I said in the beginning, that we're going to deal with these 4 at the end. So what I'm going to do, take one by one through the needle and put it through the middle part like this. Cut the ends like this and do exactly the same with all the rest. Like here we have 1 left and 2 left, and the same other side. And once you're done, you can so what I'm going to do, I'm going to put the glue like this and cut these ends like this. I'm just going to cut it for now, and that's what I'm going to do with the rest. So I'll be using the glue here like this so that I can stick these, and then do exactly the same with all of them. Okay, so here I've got needle and thread, and you can see the bag is all completed. The bottom looks all clear, and what I'm going to do, so here you can see I used glue to glue the ends of the bottom part. So here I glued the one side cords, and then I added on top of that the other side end cords. Okay, now I'm going to add the lining. For the lining, what I've done, as you can see, we have one line of the double hitch knot. I'm going to use the needle and try not to show the thread and thread or the front on the front side, basically on the top of the cord. So I'm just first going to add the lining in between, and then I am going to start sewing this lining or the zip part of the lining through the both side ends. So open the zip and then start tying. That's tying, I wouldn't say sewing. So yeah, exactly, that's I started from the one corner, because and then when you reach to half end, I would suggest to start from the same corner and then reach to the end, so that this is not like looking bad. It comes if you start from the like both side from the corner, the same corner, then it will come properly. So you can see I'm going to do exactly the same, and yeah. Okay, once you complete the sewing, the bag is all perfect and complete, and this is the very satisfying bag. And the bags I have made is, this is one of the bag which is very satisfying. So yeah, I really liked making the bag, and once it is done, when it was complete, I really loved it. So hopefully you all like the tutorial, and hopefully this one is helpful in making yours. And I'm going to add the link of the belt. So the belt I have created, there is a separate tutorial for that, and I'll leave the link here. Do consider subscribing and sharing. Thank you for watching.